Bob Knight, legendary basketball coach, dies at 83. Beyond the game, legacy, leadership, and the pursuit of excellence. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about elevating with acts of kindness, the legacy you leave behind, and the importance of communication. I remember being about 9 or 10 years old, and my father and mother were having an argument. And my father went outside, and I went outside after him. And I was like, "Dad, why are you yelling at my mother?" And he responded, "Adrian, when you get older, you'll understand that's sometimes how adults communicate." But I said, "But Dad, you guys are yelling at each other, but you're not listening to each other at all." And I promise I was about 9 or 10 years old. And he said, "That's just how an argument works. That's just how adults communicate." And that resonated with me for years. And then I actually moved forward as being a student athlete, coming from Detroit Renaissance High School under the leadership of Coach Harry Kennedy and Coach Don. He was literally amazing. There was the encouragement. They hopeful for you, right? Making sure the positivity, and then transitioned to college basketball. Excited, got a basketball scholarship at Murray State University under the leadership of Coach Eddie Fields. And Coach Rob Cross was literally his savior point, as Coach Eddie Fields had that mentality. And it was like, "Coach, I'm giving you 100%. What am I doing wrong?" And being from Detroit, Michigan, what up though? I literally, working hard is just in my DNA. But I remember going up for a dunk one day and getting clipped by one of the players and had my first concussion. My mother was all nervous and had to figure out if she was going to come to Kentucky or not. But thankfully she didn't have to do so. I had to fly home. But in that happening, it was no accountability at the time. And it was like, you clip someone. And finding out later, it was the jealousy of the abilities that I had and being from the inner city, as being at school at Murray State University in Kentucky. And then even taking that transitioning now to business as a serial entrepreneur, the experience, the way the people treat each other, that is how you're supposed to actually move. Positive. The experience that you provide, how is your legacy going to look when you leave behind? What are the words that you want to actually hear? A foul mouth? Unfortunately, Bob Knight will have all these negative connotations, in regards to the way he communicated with his team. Bob Knight wrote a book, The Power of Negative Thinking, an unconventional approach to achieving positive results. Bob Knight believed that when something negative comes about you in the media, that's only one person's opinion. But in 2000, Neil Reed, do you think he had that same opinion? Bob Knight was choking him out. I remember that as being an athlete at the time. Choking him out and abused this man. And literally it ended Bob Knight was fired because of the actual ordeal. But is that one person's opinion? The impact that you made on Neil Reed's life, the way that abuse has affected him. The way Bob Knight actually haggled and was known for haggling the refs. For having a different opinion, a perspective, not listening. He stated those guys sometimes believe being ordained on a higher general opinion of the populace. That isn't just the case, but how much was he really listening and paying attention to what people were saying? How it was affecting people? Is it important what others think of you? Does it matter? Yes and no. Listening, but let's move towards a point of world repairing the broken system of communication as well. It is a way to speak to people, and the way to treat people is the old saying, treat people how you want to be treated. But if they're not treated right, how do they know? And today we're going to dive into what it means to create a legacy that resonates with kindness, excellence, and a positive impact. As a serial entrepreneur, you have these moments where you want to go, "Arr!" But the perspective is the experience. Self-kindness isn't just a feel-good term. It's a crucial first step for every entrepreneur. So when you're compassionate to yourself, you're better equipped to share that kindness with the world. But if you don't own yourself first and hold yourself accountable, your actions are going to actually portray to other people and affect it in different ways. So consider Bob Knight's story. A Hall of Famer, yet a controversial figure, his intense leadership led to victories, but also to conflict and controversy. So let's think about that for a moment. What if kindness had been an integral part of his coaching as discipline as well? How amazing of a coach would he have been? He reached the NBA Hall of Fame as well as the College Basketball Hall of Fame. But words can really uplift in those harsh wounds. Bob Knight's harsh approach, he sometimes did the latter. Entrepreneurs, we must ask ourselves, is winning everything? Is it about making billions? Is everyone else doesn't matter that then because you have the money? And the answer should be in your mindset a resounding no. So my guy, Jeff Lerner at Entre Institute, love his platform as the approach is different. It's about creating an entrepreneurial journey. And honestly, had me thinking about things I blocked out for years in regards to my athletic journey and the abuse that I have had in regards to that, but always making through it. And that's the enriching and what I love about the enrichedness and the fulfilling and about the values that he's trying to instill for the entrepreneurs. So these values, integrity, excellence, improvement, thoughtful communication, these are what athletes need. And most importantly, building with a legacy in mind. Doesn't matter where you are in your career. A negative or a positive impact that a person, a coach, can make in your life is huge. So let's shift the narrative from the intensity of a Bob Knight game to the positive influence of a coach who not only wins games, but also wins hearts. With Entre Institute's whole program in training the entrepreneur, he's giving them an opportunity to grow. And Entre Institute's founder, Jeff Lerner, he understands that. Watching his and going through his course, it's about more than just business success. It's about a life lived with purpose and creating waves of positive change. But you can't create positive change if you don't own it and design your own reality of positivity and treating people how you want to be treated. And that's what they offer at Entre Institute, a transformative education that isn't just about making money online or profit margins or it's really about personal growth and impact. Every athlete needs this course. Entre Institute, Jeff Lerner, how he spreads the information and gives the steps of the entrepreneurial values to building a business, yes, but more importantly, building a life filled with acts of kindness, unwavering excellence, and a legacy that outlives the noise. Because at the end of the day, what we remember isn't just the wins. It's the heart behind them. It's the heart that's actually showing you the strength of who you are as a person. So if you are wanting to empower, enlighten, and elevate, but the world around you isn't doing those same characteristics, it's difficult. So remember, your legacy is the story you write every day. Make it extraordinary. So what do you want your tombstone to say? How do you want your legacy to look? Do you want it to be a foul-mouthed, cantankerous, but still had victories and overwhelming wins in the league? But again, what league are we actually winning in? The higher power gives you an opportunity to be you, your unique why, transforming that passion to profit. But the opportunity of the online space, the opportunity to connect with people, the experience that you're providing by just giving a simple smile can impact someone's day in a huge amount. And sometimes you have to meet people where they are, and accountability and understanding that, hey, sometimes it's not you, but you can actually remove yourself from the situation and allow them to own it, to design the reality. But in that design, the only thing you can control is you. So I offer you an opportunity, my entrepreneurs, this online opportunity. Check out Entre Institute with Jeff Lerner. It's an amazing, affordable, less than going to get a Starbucks latte, or is that say that right for Starbucks coffee drinkers? But hopefully I don't drink coffee, but hopefully making an impact is huge for you, a positive impact. Adrian Mays, AI Wealth Creation, what we're building here with Being the Change because we care. We really care. There's an opportunity to build that billionaire brand. But the way that you build the billionaire brand, it starts within. It's not about the money. The money is a tool. The tool will allow you to maximize the vision that you see for you, yourself, God. So I think about myself with advocating for being your own bank and being a high-ticket affiliate marketer with Entre Institute with Jeff Lerner, and understanding the platform like Billie Jean's AI 10-day business plan and meeting amazing mentors along the way of this high-ticket affiliate marketing journey for digital real estate to help entrepreneurs. It starts with motivation with your mindset, knowing that you can do anything you put your mind to. But my athletes, yes, sometimes that scholarship is amazing. I remember having to take the scholarship. I'll throw a ride, everyone's rah-rah. But when you get there, I remember that first year I played basketball, but that was it. I had to do something different. I made a conscious decision to myself that I didn't deserve this treatment. I know my mother and father at the time didn't know that all of that was going on, but Adrian can take it. I always receive that feedback because of the strength and the things that God has put me in, that Adrian can take it. And yes, I can. But the thing is, you want people around you that's going to treat people the way that you're treated. Smiling, communicating, being open. And sometimes you might have to take a step back for them to realize that how they're treating you is affecting you. But then sometimes they may not care, and that's okay. The key thing is you care about you. You care about your growth, and it takes one day at a time. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. Check out Entre Institute, as this is an opportunity for you to grow, build within, and have a purpose, passion before jumping into that professional realm as Bob Knight did with the negativity. Rest in peace, my friend Bob Knight, and I'm not coming down on you negative, but the truth and the reality is you impacted people. You impacted, and you had an opportunity on a platform, on a large platform, to make a positive impact. What kind of impact will you make? What type of acts of kindness would you like to actually see? What experience will someone have when they leave your store, your online front, whatever? Just leave a communication conversation. Will they feel enlightened talking to you, happy? Or will they just feel disgruntled and confused? So again, drop "own it" in the actual comments if you agree, or any type of comments. But we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep grinding, because Detroiters, we have to have that mentality of winning. And the billionaire plan and having that brand within, it starts with you. It starts with who you are. It's the consistency, the actions that you model, that you empower others and lead with purpose. You know how we end all videos? Adrian Mays, AI Wealth Creation from What Up Though Detroit? I can, I will, I must. Let's go. One day at a time. Just take it for you. Let's go. What up though Detroit? Let's go.